Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Traders, I'm running a free training today and you're going to learn my #1 trading system that gets up with a 90% success rate and how to find these trades using a secret scanning tool and how I can actually have all my trading done in less than 1 hour per day. So I'm running this free web class today. So go to johnslivetraining.com or the very first link in the description right now. So one thing I want to share with you in today, guys, is what's happening right now with silver, right? So we're looking at, this is the hourly chart here. So silver actually had a nice rally up through here. Then we had a bit of a pullback and then we had a bit of a rally as well too through here. And then something what happened, right? We completely retraced. Today was just a completely retrace of that entire move up. If I look at the daily chart here, you'll see what's actually happened, right? And look how interesting this is. The chart itself, right? I had this trend line drawn in the last few days, and you can see how it rallied up. It actually hit this resistance line and then came straight back down. Now, I initially thought that, okay, this breakout bar here was, it's probably likely to be the start of a move up, and I was completely wrong with that. It wasn't the start of a move up, and as you can see, right, it completely rejected at that. Oh, excuse me, it completely rejected at that resistance level there, and then the market completely sold off. So, what does that mean for silver here? Okay. So there's the short-term picture and then there's the long-term picture. If I go over to my weekly chart here, we can see that on this weekly chart perspective that we have a little bit of, you can see down the bottom here, basically from this whole level all through here is still a little bit of sort of support levels on silver, right? We have this very long-term trend line coming down through here. So this long-term trend line coming down through, which is the support level. And then we have the long-term support level here. So I've said over the last week that even if we do get a bit of a sell-off, it's probably likely to be short-lived in the markets there. So let's have a look through here. And we can see on this daily chart that even if we do get a bit of a sell-off, even if this thing continues through on silver right now, even if we do get a pretty strong sell-off with silver right now, it's probably likely to continue down. And there's a lot of support levels around here. So short term, we may actually start to see a sell-off now since we've actually completely rejected this level here. It's hopped up. Now it's completely rejected. We're probably likely to start to see a bit more of a sell-off in silver and probably down towards these levels here. Now, this is the short term, guys, okay? Short term. Long term, guys. What I mean by long term over the next 5 years is that this is just a nice healthy pullback, and even if we do get a bit more of a pullback, this is probably likely to bottom out through here and then continue rallying up by looking at this here. But on the short term, when we're looking at this here, we can see how completely rejected it. And so on the short term, we've probably got a pretty good chance now of continuing down towards these support levels through here on that short term there. If I go have a look at, so that's what's happening there with silver there. So once again, guys, short term, we're probably likely to see a bit more of a sell-off now since we actually did completely rally up and then we engulfed to the downside. And then that's what actually happened through there. And then also on gold as well too, right? So you can see here that's, you see we found support and then we found support through here. And then we're just going sideways. So gold is actually holding up really strong. Gold is holding up really strong compared to silver, which is just you can see what's happening here, right? We had a big up bar or a nice breakaway bar here. Yes, we are live, champ. All right, so nice up bar, and then today we actually had a bit of a small little candle through here. So that long-term chart still is looking quite bullish. I still want to see a nice breakaway bar on this weekly chart here, but we're still just in this overall sort of just sideways movement through here, right? Really not much going on. Really not much going on through here. And so you can see that that's what's going on right now with silver. There's pretty much nothing going on. So we're probably, we may even be getting ready to rally back up towards the top of this channel through here, but really, it's gold is holding a lot more strength than the silver market is right now. And that's obviously silver is the wildcat, right? Silver is the wildcat compared to gold. And that's what we see through there. So we can see that that's what's happening here right now, right? So nice pullback through here. And then now it's holding its level there. But once again, if we go back to silver, you can see silver's looking completely different. Silver is actually looking a lot more weaker compared to the silver and to the gold. So short term, guys, my analysis is that I probably would expect to see a lot more, just a lot more downside to come. Or shouldn't say a lot, just a nice movement on the downside on this daily chart here. But that weekly chart is probably likely to pick back up. And this is probably likely to be a bit of a short sell-off before they make a final low through there. So that's what I'm seeing through there. But if we look at some of like the ETFs through here, right? So look, this is the GDX ETF. Right, so if we look at the GDX, right, we actually broke nice little gap up, and then pretty much a nothing day going on today. So I still do believe, guys, that where we are right now, that we had a nice little gap up here, that we're probably likely to start to see slowly a nice move up in the miners. And same for the GDXJ as well too, right? Nice break, nice little gap up on there. Little pullback today, but I still do see overall. I still do see overall that we're probably likely to start to make our way up towards this resistance line. Looking at the GDXJ here, so it's definitely held its level through here. All right, we made a nice little all the support, and now we're just breaking up and out. So this is probably the start of a nice move up towards that top resistance level there. If we have a look at the SIL level there, we can see that we're actually having a nice little breakout here, but it's very ugly through here. You can see how we're really not much. There's no true strong trend. I love it when we get this sort of action, right? Look at this here. Run up, nice pullback, nice breakaway bar, and then away it goes. A nice pullback. I love it when the moving average is trending up and we've got a nice trend in place. When that happens, it's absolutely beautiful. And I'll talk more about that in just a minute here. So that's what I'm seeing there right now, guys, when it comes to silver and gold. And also the SIL there. Let's have a look at the SILJ. We can see here, looking at the SILJ, that it's actually pretty much almost at the resistance level now. But you can see on the silver juniors, we've actually already started to slowly stair step to the upside. So by looking at that there, we're probably likely to continue up, and we're probably likely to start to break out of this level through here. So we've got this resistance level up through here. All right, somewhere around about there. Maybe even 11, maybe 12. Let's have a look through here. So it's probably more like that level there would be the level there. But once we start to break above this level here, we've made this nice little high-low right now. You can see how it came down towards this trend line. Right down towards this trend line and found support and then bounced back up. So looking at that there, once we start to break this level through here, that level there is around that 1150 level there, then we're probably likely to start to see a nice move up even in the silver juniors. Silver juniors look so much stronger. Hey Michael. Stronger in the in this here. So that's what I'm seeing there right now, because it's really interesting, because we're seeing a lot of strength in the silver mining stocks, but we're seeing a bit of short-term weakness actually in the silver price itself. So short-term, guys, silver's probably likely to sell down. I actually thought, once again, guys, I really thought that this could be the start. I did have this resistance line down here, which was bothering me. I really thought we're probably likely to break that level there. We didn't. As you can see, it rejected it, came back down, and now we're actually continue to sell, and now we're probably likely to continue to sell down from there. If I look at the SLV, we actually can see that there was a bit more extra volume coming into where we are today. So we haven't really gotten any big breakout bar yet, but I would say by looking at this short term, okay, this is short term, guys, on the silver mining stocks, is that if we start to get a nice break below this level through here, right? That level through there, we get a nice little sort of downward movement through there. Then we're probably likely to keep following through only for maybe 2 to 5 days, I would say, on a very, very, very short-term basis. If I look at this weekly chart here, you can see where this level is right now, right? So we have that level there. We also have this major level of support down through here around $15 is a major level of support. So if we do start to break down and out, guys, yes, we're probably likely to get down towards this $14.50, $15 level there, but it's probably likely to be very, very short-lived. So just we'll see what happens with that SLV. I was actually watching this SLV price today, and I was hoping we're going to get something like this. Something like that, like a nice little breakdown bar like that, with a nice volume increase, because that would at least give me a couple of day trade on a short term basis to short it, because this is a beautiful setup. So it would have given me at least a 1 or 2 day trade. That would have been fine. That would have been what I was looking for there. So really, 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 really nice through there. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. And what's actually going on through there. And if you'd like to learn how I trade the markets, then make sure you head on down to johnslivetraining.com, where you're going to learn my #1 trading system and how I find these trades using a secret scanning tool, and also how I do this trading less than 1 hour per day, which I actually do. I trade today. I actually traded only half an hour today. So, and I got into 3 stocks. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.